I'm sorry about that. I ran out of room. But now we are on to the fun part of doing the top, so this will be interesting. This whole thing has been interesting. Let's not kid ourselves on that. I'm gonna write this guy off real quick. Put him over here. Now, what I've seen, go away. I need to wash that first, actually. The piping technique that not piping, but the frosting technique for the top that I have seen is to use just get a whole, well, first off you have the cardboard round so it makes a nice clean edge, which I'm just not going to have, we're just going to try and disguise it with the border. The idea is that you then use, this is taking a lot of frosting, I'm glad I made as much as I did.
Good night. Have fun at work.
But, oh gosh, what was I talking about? Oh, the technique that I use is that it's already nice and clean. You add a little bit more to kind of smooth it out, and then, I hope this isn't stiff, you use a big offset spatula to kind of smooth it out. This is the only offset spatula I have. I have not seen another one available at a store before now. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for one because I want a bigger one, but I also don't really have a place. I'm going to wash this. I don't really have a place to put it, so it's just going to be an adventure. It's going to be fine. It's going to be weird. It's going to be wonky, and it's going to be good. So, all right. This is how we do. I can't sing. Can't sing, Riley. Can't sing. We'll get sued. Can't have that. We don't have time to get sued right now. We have time to get sued. From what I understand, I've never been sued before, but lawsuits can take like a really long time. We don't have time for that because we're gonna be leaving soon. Supposedly, that's the idea anyway. We don't really know. Speaking of things I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna put that out there. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, to have a cardboard round right now. What a magnificent way to be that would be. You guys know that song, like, if all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, oh, what a rain that would be. If all the bakers had cardboard rounds, oh, what a day that would be. It would be a day. It would be a time, for sure. You know, the last time when I posted the cinnamon rolls, I titled one, like the cinnamon roll part, whatever, and I titled them. Two of them were Brain Dead Riley and Slap Happy Riley because it was late. I've been running for a while. I had gone grocery shopping that day, which just wears me out, and done all the things. This is working way better than it has any right to be. I'm cool with it, but yeah, I just been running. It's just been a long day. This is where the stability issue is coming into play. So I was just dead, I was just exhausted. I was supposed to freeze this again. I did not do that. I knew there was another reason I was pausing the video other than washing my cake scrapers. I just couldn't remember what it was. Dang. Well, I'll finish this story and then I'll stick this in the freezer. But that day I was just exhausted. I just been running for a really long time and it was late. It was getting late, and I've been baking for a while and I've been on my feet and I was just really tired. So I was just out. At that point of the day, I'm just like I'm getting to a loopy phase. I don't have that excuse right now. It is almost 6 o'clock, so it's not even late, really. It's not even like it's barely getting into like dinner time here, and I am just losing it. I think it's just the I just need to stop and put this in the fridge or in the freezer for a little bit so it can chill, and sides can set, and that will make it a little bit easier to deal with the top. But hey, that's pretty not bad for a first run. I don't want to leave it like that though. So this one, I'm gonna pull out my big guns, my big scraper, just to get all the way across. And this is how we can tell that it is not as even as it may seem at first look, which is fine. It's not going to be completely level, and that's okay. We just have to be okay with that. I have made my peace with that. So, okay, I'm gonna pause this, stick it in the freezer. I don't know. Chill, I guess. Okay. Stop freaking out. Amazingly, my camera didn't quit recording or just like give up on me, which is usually what happens. So that's amazing. Pretty hype about that. At this point, I'm a little concerned that I'm going to run out of frosting, which was not an issue that I thought I was going to have. Which means that I need to make like even more for when I do the second half. Or the second, second cake. So, now, we're going to keep up with this thing, the top of this guy. I'm just going to go right back to what we were doing before. Because it's not, like I said, it's not even. I don't know why I put this in the middle when I know that the middle is higher than everything else. And this is the lowest part right here, which we knew from the beginning that that the one side was a lot lower than the other one. So this is that low side. It's okay. Just gotta try and fill it in. Like I said earlier, I'm doing that rope swirl border thingy. So it's not gonna be a super huge deal if the outside is not even. My biggest concern is just to get it even enough and get the middle even enough to where it just kind of will roll with me, you know? So that way, because what I'm having to, as I go, I've been readjusting my my design. When I originally, because I'm not an artist by any means. This is probably the most like creative thing that I do. I don't draw, I don't paint, none of those things. Those are not my area. I am excellent, however, at the art of stick figures. Really good at that, just exceptional. It's an underappreciated art too. So if you have a stick figure artist in your family or in your circle of influence, just give them some love sometimes, because we are an under-acknowledged people. What was I talking about? Oh, this is not like a thing that I do. So I do sketch out my my designs before I do them, because it helps me to have them like, I'm a pretty visual person, so it helps me to have them like in front of me as I go. Woo! I'm getting bubbles. Shit, I don't love. I wasn't getting bubbles beforehand, so I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm also running out of space. Okay. That's a lot better. That's a lot better than it was, which is good. My big scooper again. Just. This is one of those silent parts that Alex will edit out for me, hopefully. I'm running out of edge on my bowl. I need to push that all back down in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and go around the edge again to just make sure that stuff like, got a little spot here that's trying to be cantankerous. Just make sure that's not, just gets taken care of before it sets too much. Because if you've never worked with buttercream or cream cheese frosting before, when you let it sit for a little while, it kind of forms like a crust almost. Interesting. I don't know why it does that, but it does. So if you leave it sit, that's why you stir your buttercream every time you use it. And also because it can get air bubbles in there. You don't want that, because then it's not a smooth surface. So, but yeah, anyway, so as far as designs go, I designed this cake a long time ago. As I mentioned, like this, I made this cake over a week ago, and I can almost hear my husband singing in the background. It was not about a week ago, it was over a week ago. And yeah, so it's just been chilling in my freezer for that time. Using the camera to my advantage here. We're just not gonna have a super clean edge, and I think I'm gonna play to that, because trying to pretend it's a super clean edge when I'm not going to get that is going to be more frustrating, and I think end up not looking as nice. I've gotta do some stuff over here. Okay. So anyway, I designed this cake before I even made it. So I designed it weeks ago because I decided I was going to make this. I don't remember exactly when. It's been a minute, but I think I decided it like at the very, very beginning of August, because we were in staff meeting. And my friend said, yeah, we were going to go to another island for our anniversary, but now that the islands, like inter-island travel is shut down again, we aren't going to be able to do that. And I was like, oh man, that really stinks. And then I was like, wait, I'll make a cake. It's not the same at all. Like it's not at all the same thing as going to another island. And that's like something that we never got to do, just because of stuff that's happened for us. But it's something that, you know, if you come down here, everyone will always tell you go to more than one island. And if I were you, or if you were asking me, I would say go to Big Island, go to Hawaii Island, or go to Maui. But I would say go to Big Island. No. Don't do that. Now here's the thing, is you could just like cooperate with me and do what my brain wants you to do, even though you can't see my brain, but my hands can see my brain. Or rather, my brain can see my hands. Yeah, we're just gonna roll with that, I think. It's not perfect. I was never expecting this to be perfect, but I'm pretty okay with that right now. I'm pretty alright with how this is turning out so far. I might do... Well, I don't want to make it too wonky. Man, I'm just realizing how much I tangent. It's amazing, really. Is this like a talent? Do I get an award for being the most tangenty baker ever? But anyway, so my friend said that he wasn't gonna be able to go to Big Island or go to another island like they were planning, and so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make you all a cake. It's not the same thing, but you know, it's just like you don't have to pay for your own anniversary cake, you know, because somebody took care of it for you. She knows it's coming. He, I don't think, is privy to the fact that it's coming, but I hope that keeps them from buying a cake. since there is going to be, and it's a little one, so it's not like, you know, they just have this massive cake to deal with. But yeah, and it may not be the most beautiful cake, and it may not be the best tasting cake, but it's made with love. But anyway, he told us that at the very beginning of the month, and in staff meeting, they're like, oh yeah, we aren't going to get to go to another island, so I'd planned this cake, and sat down to design it like a couple days after I had decided I was going to make it. It did not take long for me to get going on this. Oh. I only need one. I don't have all my stuff ready. I think I need to stick this back in the freezer anyway. But I designed this cake a long time ago, and then I made the cake layers, and I was like, you know, I don't think my original design is going to work out exactly how I was planning, so I was kind of tweaking it in my brain. And then when I pulled it out today, I made the final call, and it's something completely different than what I was originally planning on doing. It's not completely different. The one thing that has remained constant is the rope swirl. That is the only element that has stayed the same. Everything else is just kind of gone with the wind, I guess. I didn't mean to make a reference, but okay, so I'm going to stick this guy in the freezer for just a little bit just so that the top can set, and then we will do the piping on the top, which is going to be twofold. It's kind of frustrating that it's going to be such a small... Get out of there! Get out! No! No! Excuse me. That's something else that I will edit out in the future. I mentioned earlier that I have some fruit flies. So far, they've been pretty okay, but it went like directly in my icing and would not. I was like trying to climb all over it, and it would just not leave, and I didn't handle that well. But ours are just really, really bad here. They just like we've always had fruit flies. We had them a lot in the last place that my parents lived. But these ones, for whatever reason, they don't stay near the stuff that smells good. Like, obviously this time it was attacking my buttercream, and that was not cool. Or my cream cheese frosting. But, got this guy here. We'll see how this goes. It might not handle the rope very well. I filled it too full accidentally, so that's not going to be helpful. Yeah, this is what I was concerned about with this guy. Like the fruit flies will just get all up in your face, man. Like, and that was a bad one. I don't really know why. They're like that. They've flown into Alex's nose on multiple occasions. So it wasn't like just an accidental, oh my gosh, I didn't know your nose was here, I'm so sorry. It was like, no, this is on purpose. Ah! I'm running off the edge. No! Oh no! Don't fall, please. Whatever you do, don't fall. So part of the issue with the cream cheese frosting is that it is not as stable as buttercream is. I don't like to, and part of it is that I'm just way too close to the edge on that. So it looks like I will be doing a round 2 of this for sure, which means that tomorrow is going to be a long day. Oh goodness, that's really sad. That part over there makes me really, really sad. So if you can see, it's like here. I might be able to. I don't think I can. But excuse my messy counter. So it's going fine. It's going okay. And then it starts getting a little too close to the edge, and then it's just like falling off right there. Also, that's a really unsmooth edge that I didn't catch. So, gosh, it's falling off in a lot of places actually. It's mostly falling off actually. So this was a rather unsuccessful venture. But that's why this is called Kitchen Catastrophes. So what we're going to do now is, I'm going to pause this so I can switch it out. Lots of brain action going on right here. So what I'm going to do eventually is I'm going to color the buttercream for the next idea that I have. I'm not going to do that tonight because I'm not actually going to be using this cake to give away, because this is just, it's a little too sad for me to justify giving away. I might have to change up what I do on the top, because I don't know if I can make it stable enough to where this will actually work, and not be falling off the cake. I just don't know. I might have to do something different, because this is not at all what this is supposed to look like. This is supposed to be like round. So I'm just gonna have to kind of play with it and figure out something else to do, I think. And I will add more sugar to the buttercream to make it a little, or to the cream cheese frosting to make it a little more stable. And then I'm going to test out the other piping tip that I wanted to use without coloring it, so that just so I can see kind of how it handles the consistency, and also get some practice doing that, because I've never used this tip before. So yeah, this might be my ultimate catastrophe as of yet. Okay, so we've just got a tiny bit of buttercream in here. I keep saying, you know what, we're just rolling with it. It's buttercream at this point. Sorry. Pensive moment. Woo! We're gonna try that again. That's a little better. So that was way easier than I was expecting it to be. This makes me so sad. Oh gosh. Okay, so this is what I did on top here. This was a new idea for the day. So this is an N right here, and this middle piece is the shared line, I guess, and then this is a K. So it's Naomi and Caleb are their names, and then this is the heart that I messed up. This was the round 2 heart. I think you can see all of these things. That actually turned out much nicer than I was expecting it to. I think I would probably take a Q-tip, or no, what's that thing called? Toothpick, and kind of mess with where the line at the end changed to the K and make it lay a little flatter. I think it's clear that it's an N and a K. I think I might make the N, I don't know, I might fiddle a little bit with where I put the N, so that it's a little more obvious that it's an N and not just like a K with like a line next to it. I'm running out of